Hello, everybody. Rosa's like it's us together. Hello, huh? Everybody, welcome. Rosa's like it's us together. Oh, hi. Oh, Rudy? Rudy, you there? Rudy, I have a present for you. Huh? Rudy? Oh, Rudy? Huh? So, oh. I don't know if you can see me yet. I don't know. I'm here. So guys, yeah. So, I'm sorry because I lost, I don't know what happened to the other side of the thing. I was looking for, I found my glasses. Oh, somebody? I don't know who was it. I don't know. Rudy? Rudy? There is some man here in black waiting for you. They're coming here, Rudy. Are you there, Rudy? Oh, Rudy? Call President. Call President. He's going to help you, Rudy. Don't worry about it. He'll help you for sure. No, don't worry. Don't worry. So, sad for him. I'm not sad for him. Sad, huh? For him. I'm not sad, huh? For him. So guys, wow. Interesting. So I had prepared. It was interesting because it was right. It was right. Like I would just post it. When in the process of posting, of doing all this, I don't look at the news. So then it was right at this moment that I didn't look that the news about the raid came out. Sad, no? Sad maybe. So and congratulations for you guys who got the vaccines, okay? We celebrate on Friday. Celebrating Friday. So so then the good news came about Rudy. Oh, sad for him. Sad for him. So guys, I don't know if to start. I was gonna post, every article, but I'm sure we're all watching as it more information. So you saw that the woman, the woman Victoria Toensing, she also got raided. No, I'm just saying. Oh, and so the good thing is that they're okay. Should I? Oh, just keep it going. I like that at least my nose grabs it. My nose here. So anyway, so how interesting. No, interesting. So I like it. I like it. And it was cute how he did see that the attorney for Jude is like, this is so wrong. He really what was it, something like, oh, what about he he shouldn't be political. He said, really? Oh, here, Rudy, for you, here, Rudy. So like those people, guys, I'm loving it. And I think from all the sources that we heard, okay, this is a serious, like, radical thing they're doing, okay? They're not like trying to be nice about it. Since, guys, I should have written, now that I think about it, I should have written notes, but it's okay, right? If I don't write the notes about it, I'm gonna ask the notes. So let me actually I have paper. I have paper here. I write notes. So because you know what it is, where now I have it, but where is it? This question. Where is it? This question. So anyway, so the point is that, like, I have to ask about Barr. I have to ask about Devin Nunes. You guys are mentioning them. And here, let's say posted here for them. So just like Barr, Nunes, because there's this man, Derek Harvey, who's mentioned, okay? Derek Harvey. So then here, Tiran, huh? How is it doing, Tiran? And how is the oligarch doing? You know what I mean? How's the oligarch doing? Firtash, because this is the whole story, right? That Rudy Giuliani, this one of Victoria Toensing, she was working for Firtash, but she never filed the FAR registration, which is the foreign agents. Like, she never. Oh, no, he client, he's foreign, really? I had no idea. Oh, And then so the weird thing is that she in her law office, Giuliani was her associate. And so was this guy, John Salomon, who was this fake journalist guy. And guys, I wonder how Ken is doing today, Ken Vogel. He's having a great day, Beta. Great day for him. Congratulations, Ken. So, because those people, guys, who are pushing the Ukraine situation, okay, my glasses are really straight. No, I see. It's exactly right. Very straight. So, no, but really, like those people, guys, let's see here. Let's see, Barr, okay. Ken Vogel. What is his name here? I love him. I have a crush on him. Yeah. So, so, so guys, it's big a deal, no? So of course, I had a lot of topics for today. By the way, Biden starts sharp 9 sharp, so I should start soon having conversations about it. Because today, guys, it's going to be dominated by the whole Giuliani thing, of course. So, and the other thing, I was thinking, remember I saw him guys, please feel free, like if for some reason, like it breaks, you can contact me, email, whatever, put on the Patreon. Guys, what if there's like a perp walk, if he's indicted? Can you imagine? I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to Southern, I'll totally take a taxi and go over to Southern District. Can you imagine? See perp walk for Rudy? So like, oh my God, I love it. So anyway, so I think that today, I think it's fair, right, guys? We're going to focus mostly on Rudy. And then I had posted all these questions and all the things, but I think for now, I think it's okay. So okay. And so guys, this is one of the situations where if you have a question, if you have a question about this, the Barr, all this stuff, I'm going to go. So I'm going to make sure to address it. Okay, so I'm going to talk about how is Barr doing today? How are they all doing today? I really want to know. I really want knowing. Okay. Okay, so anyway, so it's exciting today, guys. It's exciting. I love that it's also the day where, guys, 100 days. Can you imagine how much the guy did? 100 days. And then one of the news shows that I don't know if I kept flipping, and doing other things. So CNN or somebody was saying that it took them unusually a long time to get Merrick Garland confirmed because of this, right? Because they knew they were in troubles. They knew somebody's going to go to jail. Oh, and it was going to happen fast. It's going to happen fast. So. Mm-hmm. Rudy. Oh, okay. So I have candle already. Let's do protection and gotta here. Let's ask for protection. Beautiful red light. Coming. Oh, I'm burning. Oh, coming on top of my head. As I'm breathing, I fill my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle. I step into it. I step into it, I feel protected. I step into it, I feel connected. I like to ask that informations come only from the higher sources, that it create the good, and only the good, good for the good people, the good for the good people. Okay, so let's say, so guys, I am a strange person. I know it's true. It's true, no? True. It's true. So, okay. So put aside. I'm gonna put the killing. So no burning building. Okay. So guys, okay. So I'm gonna remove the glasses. Okay, just to find out. Here I have to close my eyes. So okay. So let's find out. First, okay. Tell me about the raid. I want to know if was Giuliani home, because they raided 2 buildings, guys, 2 apartments, I guess. So was he home? Was Giuliani home? Is anybody home? Hello? How was the raid? Oh, this is the thing, guys. There was news. There was news that he was on the phone with Bernard Kerik, who's a really corrupt guy from the NYPD. Did you see? Oh my God. Oh, that's nice, guys. You like him. It was nice. Like I had, by the way, I had a terrible day today. I'm about to have my period. I was almost suicidal. Not really suicidal, but I was like, so this was nice. Thank you. No, but guys, I love, I come here, everything comes together. You know what I mean? I feel like, I don't know. I was like, sometimes I think it's hormonal. I was not really like suicidal, but I was like, wow, I had a terrible thing. Like feeling like, desperate or whatever, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, so anyway, but it's not about me. The point is like, let's go here. Let's go here. So, so how was the raid? I think he was wearing, yeah, guys, I think he was home because it was when I see he was wearing pajamas and a robe. And he had this really huge glasses on. He's like, had a cup of, it was 6 a.m. Had a cup of coffee. There's somebody knocking over here. Listen, somebody's knocking over here. So then, oh, oh, oh. I think he was, but guys, okay, it's even one of the saddest things about Rudy and to see how far he has fallen. Not that guys, maybe he was never, but can you imagine? He created the RICO law. So back in the day when he, may say 40 years ago or something, he would send people to raid. You know what I mean? He knows what that means when you're raided, because he used to be in that position where he's like, well, let's do a raid. Like he knows what it means. Like this is what is almost the saddest thing about him is like, he used to be the head of the office that raids people. That used to be his job. And now he's the target. So he's like, he's not talking much. He calls his attorney on a landline. That's right, because guys, they took cell phone, no? I think he has a landline. Hope so. So like, okay, so they get, okay, tell me, they get the computers, they get the thing. I see they get all these cables, okay. And guys, by the way, there was this funny lady, classic, like New York, like Upper East Side or whatever. The one, she's like this, she's very like full of plastic surgery, and she decided to do her own press conference. There was a lot of people there. They were coming out with boxes. I don't speak to him very often. I say hello to him sometimes. Oh, so he was like one of those ladies that she looked like Zaza Gabor, but much older. You know what I mean? Like what does Zaza Gabor? She also had a lot of plastic surgery. She was like that. So, oh, and it was kind of cute because it was almost like she's like, this is my moment of stardom. So I saw him across the corridor sometimes. They were taking a lot of boxes out of there. They were. Yeah, they were. So I don't know. So it was cute. Like, so they just take everything, okay, the printer, everything. And I think, guys, it's weird. I see like almost like he had a server. There was weird, like he had his own, like, I think they take the modem. I don't know. It's kind of strange. I don't know if what they're gonna check. They take a lot of things, truly. Okay, so then that's right, the office, they're taking the accounts, they're taking the place that has the accounting books, because they know they already have the information about how much money who sent him the money or whatever, right? And then like they have the information, they want to know how much. Okay. Oh my gosh, she's the ex-wife of the guy who invented Pentagon. What an interesting person. Cute. It was cute. So so I was, guys, it is great because you realize that people in New York really hate Trump. And it was so spontaneous. It's not like she's like, oh, I wonder if Fox News is gonna say something. I wonder if they're like, listen, there was a lot of boxes over there. They were taking boxes. I saw it. I did. So so it was like nobody cares, you know what I mean? It's the real world. Like nobody's gonna be like, oh, is it bipartisan? Is it partisan? Oh, 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 oh. So, so like she was just herself, she was just saying what she thinks, and I was effed up, and that's what she said or whatever. So anyway, so that was interesting for me, huh? That was interesting. Okay, so something happened. Boxes. I saw it. Okay, wait. Oh, no. Where am I? So, oh my God. So wow. Interesting. So this is good, guys. So that lady, she was very cool. Okay, so now let's go back to Rudy. He is just like he sits on the couch, and I see, he's wearing those slippers. Like the kind of like um just so specific. The slippers that he's wearing, kind of like grandfather's slippers. like he's wearing his pajamas and slippers, and he's just like, okay. So this is it now. Now I want to know this is another information. So oh, this is nice. Thank you. Hopefully, congratulations, by the way, for about the other vaccinations. So okay, so now I want to know how close is he from getting arrested? That's what I want to know. How close is the arrest? Is it going to be an arrest? What's happening? They're like, no, we're making it clear, Rody. You better, yeah, it's like you better talk, Rudy. Yeah, that's right. They're doing, and you know, that's again, guys. The thing that the sad thing here is that he knows. He knows that it's like these fabric slippers, you know, like winter slippers. Like you have that they cover the. It's so strange, like so specific. So so anyway, he knows what it all means. He knows that it's like he has that's his professional experience. He knows exactly what it means, right? So he's like 10 days max. That's it, 10 days. They're saying that, guys, and do you remember? You know what? Let me ask, like, okay, do you remember? And I'm trying to think here. Do you remember, like, Manafort, like how he was raided? They raided his house, remember? And then soon after, he was indicted. Like, okay, so let's say here, Manafort raid, FBI. Okay, so this is August, okay? Agent testify, okay. Agents, okay, August 9th. So Manafort indicted 2017. Let's just see here. Yeah, here it says that October 27th. So Manafort was about 3 months, right? So July, August, September, yeah, about 3 months it took between the time of the raid of his house and his indictment. So, but it's telling me here, guys, that the date, like something about what is it? Something it says here that the investigation has been going on for a long time. It's not to say they said that here the Manafort's investigation it had been much less time since, you know what I mean. This makes sense, right? That he was. I don't remember when the Mueller investigation started, but I think it was not that long, the investigation into him. Okay. So this is the difference. It's that this has been going on for a really long time. Oh, this is right. And you know, so much so the Barr stopped the raid when it was supposed to happen, right? Like back in the day, but you know, a while back, it was supposed to happen. It was stopped by Barr. So this is the thing. So let me know. So tell me, okay. So this is it, guys, you know, it's true, because if you think about how long it was, like in December or the November, something was supposed to happen, and Barr's like, no, don't worry about it. No, don't need it, right? So this is it. So now it's happening, and it's saying it's going to move fast, and guys, and they got the woman too. So okay, so this is it. Now this is Giuliani. I think he's gonna be like in, I don't know if arrested, but indicted. Okay. So then, okay, so tell me, he's talking to the mother, the you know, guys, he has a daughter who's a very nice person, I think, Carolyn. She's liberal. Her mom is very good. Her mom is great. Donna Hanover. So I feel like the daughter, they have taught they I feel like the daughter, and a lot of people's like, hey Rudy, we better flip, okay? This is the time. The message to you, Rudy. Stop messing around. Better think of your future. This message to you, guys. I'm not gonna put the song because YouTube gets mad at me. They already are mad at me. So you know, because I use YouTube, right? So they block things or whatever. It's very complicated. So today is big, so I'm not gonna do it. But you can look it up. By the specials, Rudy, the song. So anyway. So this is now okay. So now I want to know. So what is the plan? Like now, what is the plan now that Merrick Garland okayed it and Lisa Monaco okayed it? What is next? What are they going to do? So they want to give the message. He better flip fast on Tehran, on President. So and just there's something, Jade, the one thing is that actually Liz and Monaco got there first. They already have the team in place. They have everybody. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So they have, I think, most people. They already are moving, moving, yeah. So okay, so flipping, they want to get the Ukraine thing, guys. There, that's it. They want to get the thing because it's connected to the attack on America, you know. So they want to get it, and they're not gonna wait for it. They're just, guys, is saying that Merrick Garland wants to go to kind of go where the Mueller investigation stopped. It's not that they're obviously going backwards, but they just want to complete everything that couldn't be done because of the some people. No, I don't know who. Somebody stopped it. So they're moving up, and the guys are moving like a, the truck, like very aggressively, moving very quickly and very aggressively. And it's a different thing because now we don't have people, we don't have T-Ron anymore, and he's not going to pardon anybody. I have a question talking about pardon. Why didn't Trump pardon Rudy? Because people were talking about, wow, he didn't pardon Rudy. Why didn't he pardon Rudy? Would wow. It said Rudy wouldn't pay him. Is that true? I think, guys, he was saying that Trump, oh my God, this is kind of crazy. He said that Trump was kind of annoyed at Rudy because he felt like Rudy was making money off of him and not giving him a cut. And also that Rudy depended on Trump more than Trump depended on him. Does it make sense? And this is true because, like, I think, and it's okay, but wasn't Trump afraid of the dirt Rudy has on him? Wasn't he afraid of it? It's saying that would say that he's a criminal. That's true. Like if I call my own attorney a criminal, that means I'm a criminal too, because you know what I mean. So that would lead people to investigate. But I feel like he's not afraid of Rudy in the same way that he's afraid of Manafort. So okay, now, so okay now, okay so so okay, so next, now let me find out. Okay, so now tell me how's okay, guys. There's a lot to ask here, but so how is Trump feeling right now, and how likely is Rudy to flip on Trump fast? Okay, because I have a feeling, guys, the DOJ is gonna be so like this. They are already aggressive. They're not gonna respect. Oh, did you? Oh, by the way, did you see his son, the one who wants to run for governor of New York? Did you see his son? Kind of looks like Trump a little bit, very young. Oh, you can't do this is political, really? Is it? Oh, and it's like so out of his depth. So how's Trump feeling right now? Is he happy? He happy? No, never see. Is he gonna say never spoke to him? Okay, I see. He's hitting things. He's upset. Wow, wow. He said, "I told Barr to burn it." He's upset at Barr. It's Barr's fault. Oh yeah, he's upset at Barr because Barr didn't. Because did you see the news that Barr didn't? He didn't. I don't know how if he could have stopped it, but he basically was like he didn't allow the raid to go on, but he didn't stop the investigation altogether. So, and they're saying, guys, you know what I also feel like? He's saying something like Barr should have killed the guys, like because essentially, um, basically like, wow, guys, basically, wow, I don't know. It's really like, sorry guys, I'm like going back. He's upset at Barr because he didn't stop it. He didn't get Lev killed. He's like Lev Barnes and all those guys. They ratted me out or whatever. It's not saying like that, but that's it. He should have gotten rid of them or something. Like he's like they should have gotten rid of them, and then it's like he felt like they should have been killed. He thought, okay. So then it led to this. So so he's really upset. He's really upset. So now why? Okay, tell me why is Trump upset? Because Rudy has the dirt on him, and it's true that he created the whole, guys. And I see a map like of the of like the almost like the travels of Rudy Giuliani, and he was to collect this fake bullshit, bullshit on Biden and his son, the fake Hunter Biden bullshit, right? And this comes directly from Russian intelligence. And guys, and I see the courtroom, I see a trial where they look at the, you can find metadata on documents, right? That there's ways that you can find out if it comes where it comes from. So they're like, look at the metadata. It was done in Kiev. This is comes from this place. This comes from Russian intelligence. So they trace everything. And it's saying that some of them come from Moscow, then sent through this and that person because they were afraid of Biden and everything. So like so this is like the travels of Rudy is the travels of the documents and the propaganda, okay? This trial that I see. So he's afraid of this because of that, because Rudy, guys, again, Rudy is a direct connection to Russian intelligence. And it's saying also this you probably know this, guys. Because Rudy at the beginning, Rudy was being paid by the Russian oligarchs or even the guy Fertash, right? But Firtash at some point stopped paying him. And now Trump was like, what? Do I have to pay? Are you kidding me? What? Great to see you. See you later, Zayn. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. So he's like, what? I had to pay. I would never pay for him. I mean, it was free. I would use the service. It's kind of like Metaphor. When I'm hired, Metaphor was free. Oh yeah, it was free. Oh yeah. So now Rudy was also free. He liked Rudy when he was free, and now they had to pay for him. He's like, no, I don't want to pay for it. Like he was like, he's using this whole thing, guys. Trump is very suspicious when he has to pay for anything. He's like, what? No, I don't. I'm not paying for nothing. So like, so 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 like so it's just like very interesting here. Very interesting. So like, okay, so now I want to know here's that. Okay, so let me know. Tell me now. Okay, so he's upset. He's like he's hitting kidding. He's like, I feel like he's hitting things. He's like his anger is like physical, like trying to like and interesting because when he was president, he used to be able to call people. Like, call him, call this office, call this, and now he can't. Or even if he still has the number, nobody's going to answer his phone call. Who? 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 No, I don't know. Former guy? Who? Don't know him. Don't know him. So nobody's, you're not obligated to answer the phone. Like you can't be like, no, I'm not talking to him. Right. So it's a whole, he can't stop it. And it's like, so, okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So. Documents, that's right. Firtash payments, election payments. What else did he pay? I feel like this Firtash paid for a lot of things. Oh, guys, what's interesting? I don't know if it's true. You know how Nunes, he had a lot. He did a lot of lawsuits. A lot of them, he paid for them. You know how they wanted to sue the FBI for this and that. Where was the money coming from, right? So I think a lot of Russian money went into these lawsuits. Now, but the main thing is that Fertash wanted the investigation into him dropped because he's been indicted. So he's waiting for to be extradited to the US. Guys, and you know what's telling me? That they're going to extradite him. They're going to extradite him to the US soon. Okay, they want to close the loop. Let me actually ask here. So Fertash extradition. I think I don't remember what the latest was. I think last time we checked, okay, so No, because it says here. Just 1 second. The extradition of Firtash has been suspended as a result of appeal by his defense team. So it's still, I think it's still, but I feel like it's, guys, honestly, I think the reason why it hasn't gone through is because of Trump. You know what I mean? If he hadn't been, right? If he hadn't, come on, let's get real, right? If it hadn't been for Trump, he would have been extradited here. So, but it's telling me very strong that he will be extradited, guys. Okay, so it's telling me that is going to happen. So anyway, so this is waiting. Okay, this is ongoing, but I do have a feeling he's going to be extradited. So this is going to close the loop on this Giuliani thing once it goes down. Okay, so now what else? Where else? So tell me more, guys. Oh, he's given a lot of money to a lot of people here. He hired a lot of law firms. So it's like he's a source of a lot of the income to a lot of these conservatives. Okay, I just feel like the consortium of oligarchs were funding a lot of things, and he was one of them. So anyway, so okay. So next question. So okay, it's gonna be okay. So tell me more. So what's happening to Rudy? What's gonna happen to Rudy? So we see that Trump is really upset. So because he's gonna reveal how the money, what the deal was, what they wanted from Trump, how much they give. Okay, so is he gonna flip on Trump? Yes. Okay, so he's gonna flip. Okay, so then. So guys, Amiga cards. Okay, so I want to know. So this is pretty clear, right? That he's gonna flip on Trump. But the other thing that I'd like to ask here is so what's next? Okay, then we need to ask about Nunes and like, okay, actually, since as I'm flipping it, so how's Barr doing today? I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling well. He's really he's resting. His blood pressure is very high. Because as others have pointed out on these talk shows, they have to open an investigation into because Barr could be indicted for obstruction of justice. Because this is true, guys. This is true. Obstruction of justice. That's right. He's likely going to be indicted for I think obstruction. I think they're investigating even this. I don't know if there's such a thing as servers of the department. They want to know what he's done to the cases and what cases that were about Trump and also friends of Trump that he, like the Turkey case, for example, right? That he tried to or stopped. So, and they're going to have to go back. All the cases he has touched, they're going to redo, or they're going to, right? Guys, it's kind of like, he reminds me of, the other day there was the news that some corrupt policeman had meddled with evidence or had put drugs in people's things to try to convict them. Then they were going to throw out everything he worked on, every conviction that he was involved in. So similarly here, Barr, whatever he touched, they're going to have to redo. Okay, because it's right. Like, I think it's not legit. And he, right, like everything he touched is a crime scene. He's a walking crime scene. Okay, so let me continue here. All right, now next. All right, guys, next. What's next? Okay, here the Rudy case. Okay, so let me see the card. So what's next with the Rudy case? The final battle. So there's one stop. Wheel of Fortune upside down for him. No, sad. Oh no, movie interesting. Look, guys, this movie interesting. Look, interesting. He's gonna have to abandon it now. Interesting, because sometimes it means that he loses. He has to go away. You know, someone he was taken away, right? That usually that means okay. So upsetting. Surprise. That's right. It was a surprise. Huh? Really? Not for me. It's well, I'm not surprised. No. Okay, waiting. So interesting. That's right. They were waiting, but right, they couldn't do anything until now. So this makes sense. Okay, so here the house. Letter home. Okay, so contract or deal. Okay, so let's see here. I don't, is that so? It's fine. I think so. Okay, so the facade goes down. The deal, there's a deal again. The deal with the foreign country. So they'll look they after the deal. So they want to expose the deal they had with the foreign country. Because since they were paying, they here, letter for him, letter exposed. Now letter coming out. It's the end. So, but guys, you know, this suggests that there's an indictment coming soon. Okay, again, these letters, not just the documents, but that they are gonna move on this sooner rather than later. Okay. So, okay. Right, yeah, okay. So next. So how, let me ask you the questions for the card. So how does it impact Trump? Aggressive. Oh, and I'm gonna ask a different question, guys, because you know how, okay, so he was, the other thing that Giuliani was doing, he was pushing the fake election claims, but also, one thing that they brought up, they said that the Trump's attorneys can go through the documents and pick and choose what they want to see or not. Okay, I need to ask about it because you know what it is like the mess. Okay, so it doesn't make sense. Like we want to make sure that it's not like we want to make sure that it's not something that Trump could be like, oh no, I'm not going to write. So look. So a lot of money, stolen money is the end. Like, look, that's it. But it suggests that they already have the information. Okay. Oh, that's right. But this is about the question is how does it impact Trump, right? The question I asked. Is that right? Yeah, that's the question. So the group. Okay, he's connected to the group of people. So this is like he's connected to the people that supported Trump the most. In other words, the Russian oligarchs. So he's yearning for woman. Oh. So the letter. Hope. Stable. A lot of money. So you know, guys, what's interesting here is that look, there is mention of a lot of money here and a lot of money before. I feel like Trump seems to be more concerned about the woman, like Victoria Toensing, and like she could have transferred a lot of money to Trump. There's like a way, you know, the money laundering, but also the payments for Trump. There's a lot, you know, there's a lot going on here with the situation. So he's afraid. Okay, so now let's talk about, guys, I want to know about, what about Devin Nunes? What about Devin Nunes? I want to know. You know, he's been very quiet lately, no? Oh, he's a fool? No, in the beginning for him, no? Quid pro quo. Disinformation, that's it. It was a new, like, it was like, oh, I was paid to spread this information. It was a new start for me. I worked for them, yeah. I was very hopeful. Now, this is a deal, guys. It's interesting. Oh, the meeting. That's why it wasn't. Oh, no, this is the deal. Okay, so he was waiting. Expected. Older man experience. The group. Change things. This, guys, this is the butterfly card. I think of it as like they pick up they picked it up on intelligent and on intel, about information about him that he was doing this. So disgrace for him. He disgrace who? Nunes. But burning building for him. Oh. Guys, in light of everything that we have experienced as country, it could also be that Nunes, they picked up on Nunes pushing the January 6th, because this is very much the burning building could be the right. So now, because they're going after one of his people, right? This, and guys, Nunes is the source of all the worst people. Guys, the Patel and the other guy. There was a lot of people there. Was it Ezra, whatever his name is? They are all used to work for him. So it's like all the It's like the Russian embassy basically, in Congress as him. So that's right, but I think, okay, Audrey, that's right, but I feel like it's gonna come down to it because you know what I mean. Like they got information, don't you think? So what's happening with Nunes? He's saying like this, it's over. Trapdoor comes in, he goes in, never leaves, he never comes back. I think. Is this gonna go take down Nunes? Oh, you know what it is, guys. You know what's interesting? It's telling me it's interesting. See, remember how Nunes is the source for all the propaganda. He's the one who's always pushing this bullshit, right? So it's saying that, oh, this is it. Oh, this is what I'm gonna say. I got distracted. But remember how Lev Parnas, when he was in data, he kind of trolled Nunes. He was like, "Hey Nunes, I know you very well." Like he would say stuff like this. So indeed, there was a connection. So talking about Nunes, the White House exposed. Now a lot of energy here. Interesting. The privately, a long time or very, very far. Okay, he's a false person. So guys, he's a stand-in for them. I feel like he's worried. Now, I think it's obvious, guys. He's not just a point person, but he's a puppet. He's basically a puppet for them. I feel like he's just a front person. Guys, one of the things about Devin, he's so stupid. He's a really dumb person, don't you think? He's just so dumb. And it's like some of those Republicans, some of them, like Mitch McConnell is very smart, but Devin Nunes is such an idiot. And I think they picked these people. They could be like puppets. So he's a false person for privately, he's a false person for the people from abroad. He has letter here. He's worried he got a letter. He got a letter. He probably already has subpoena, okay, connected to the White House. But guys, it could even be the story that that he did with the Mueller. He wanted to obstruct justice. There he is. Nunes? Opportunity to be blocked. Opportunities are blocked. So I think he's he's the big prize for him. Oh, look at him. But he's too stupid. This is a young woman, but I think it's also, guys, he's too dumb. Okay, he's just too dumb. But he was a messenger. Okay, so he's definitely a messenger for them. And guys, it's gonna say that, guys, I see him being interrogated, and they're like, you should, guys, because I don't think, okay, first of all, I don't think if you're a congressperson, they're saying, why didn't you register with a FAR Act? Like, why didn't you register as a foreign agent? Like, because you're working for a foreign country. This is not right. Like, you can't, okay, guys, I don't know how to explain it. Like, maybe if you're a congressperson, you're supposed to like actually work for the country. Like, it's not very complicated, right? Right? Like, it's like your job is to actually work for your country, not the other country. Okay, Nunes? Oh yeah. Here. Nunes. Your job, Nunes, is to work for your country, not other country. Not the other country, your country. Like, seriously, like they have to tell him that. And they're like, wait, what? No. But they're saying, because, guys, it's saying that he is showing here. I see the interrogation. They're like showing him, look, this is the orders you received from them. They're pretty. They're like, look at what they're asking you. Notice, they're pretty direct about what they want from you. Notice. Do I look stupid to you, Nunes? Oh, and it's like they throw back at him like, oh, you're the one pushing. Look at this conspiracy theory saying the FBI is this and that. Remember this conspiracy theory, Nunes? Do you remember this? I don't remember that. I remember that because my neighbors were looking at me weird. because you would say bad things about FBI. No, but really, guys, so it shows that he's definitely works for them. Like he works for them. And I think he's gonna be. I see so he's gonna be indicted with espionage charges. Like, cause I think he, guys, some of the documents that he took, I think he took documents and gave them information about Mueller investigation. So, but I think why is it connect? It's connected because I feel like this is the same payload. Okay, whoever you call it, like he got paid by the same Ukrainian person. They are all in the same circle of sharing propaganda from Russians. Okay, now. Okay, so now, okay, so guys, but it's saying that guys, it's so sad. Okay, it's showing me that eventually there's going to be some sort of case showing, and I see that they put out like a chart on the court in the courtroom, so showing that kind of like a insect infestation, that the office of Nunes is where a lot of the rats came out of, like a Ezra and Kash Patel, how like he's so guilty that all these people that did all the shady things, they all work for him. He's the starting point, starter pack for start, yeah, treason starter pack. Work for Devin Nunes, number one. So I love him. No, I love him. I love him. No. So yeah, so he's and he's sweating tonight, guys. He really is sweating tonight. Okay. He really is sweating. So okay, so all right, so let's go here. So okay, now I have a question, guys, about okay, I know it's like what about just John Solomon and Ken Vogel? I'm curious about Ken Vogel in the New York Times, I really am. But let me first ask, because they wanted to find out this read today on Giuliani, they want to find out communications with John Solomon. So John Solomon's pushing direct he's basically publishing directly he's like a mouthpiece for them. He would publish exactly what the Ukrainians wanted, like to the letter. He would make some corrections, but that was it. So yeah, so another one, and why didn't you register as a foreign agent? Should have registered. And he may get a couple years. Okay, not super long, but he's gonna get some time. Now I want to know, what about, guys, I'm always like, as you know, I have a thing with Kim Vogel, like what's up with Kim Vogel? Because he created a story about Ukraine and Biden, and the Republicans ran with it, even though it was a lie, right? So they were always quoting this article in the New York Times, how, and he was never fired. And clearly, guys, I think there's something wrong going over there in the New York Times, that they accepted, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of strange. So what happens to him? He's going to have to testify. Saying, because Rudy's going to say, guys, he's going to say something like, he's going to say that I took this and we're supposed to give it to the journalists, and they knew that it's almost like, guys, it was a kind of like a trained group. It wasn't like everybody knew their job. They had to publish certain things. They knew. So guys, I don't know. I almost feel bad for him, but I don't, because you betray your country. I'm sorry, it's fucked up. So do you mind if I ask? Because I'm just like, why would? Because think about it. If you're a journalist, why would you do that? Maybe it's. I think in some ways I have more respect for people in Fox News. At least they're not pretending. But when you pretend to be something you're not, it's worse. Because he really like poisons like what is considered like a tradition, good journalism, right? Oh, hi Kendall, how are you? Nice to see you there, huh? Hi Kendall. Oh, so what is up? Okay, quickly here. What is up with Ken Vogel and this whole down? Okay, so what's up? Money. Oh, they found money. Really? They money paying. Oh, interesting. Oh, offer. He offered, huh? Interesting. So Victor upside down. There was a little offer here, little sweetening or something. Huh? Woman. crying. Ah, sick. Interesting. I don't know. You know, he's guys. I feel bad. I feel bad. You know, no, actually, I don't feel bad. But you know what I mean? Because I did. You know, I had a phone call one time. But like, I feel for the wife. But like, a lot of money. Okay, here, go to Dama. There's a woman here. A woman here. Huh? A man who paid. Like, I guys. They're gonna take. They're gonna. And you know, the police does these things. They're like, oh, it's interesting that you have this X amount of cash and you made only X, even though the wife comes from money. Okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Election. Interesting. Election. Dream for a long time. Interesting, guys. Guys, it almost suggests that they're like, if the election outcome is X, you get more. Happy. You happy though. Fake friend. Interesting. Friend upside down. He wordy. No, interesting. Interesting. So interesting, guys. So he's worried now, huh? But this is interesting because this could be also the children of, but there's a friend here. He feels like he's been ratted out. But guys, it's really pretty obvious, okay? Because the friend, the fake friend, it's somebody that like, okay, but there is a person with money. But guys, you know, I think those things, why would you, unless you, I don't know, there's some people that are just, but I just feel like it's mostly money, the motivation. Money and power, it's saying. And it's like, he's saying that he's like, he wants to stick it to the people that they thought they were above him. Like he's kind of like, he wants to belong to the mob. You know what I mean? That kind of thing, like, oh, you better respect me. Because if you don't, I'm gonna expose you. Even though he does, And so interesting. So he's gonna have to, guys, and I know that there's laws about journalism, but I feel like when you're doing this service of a mob, are you really a journalist? I don't know. So there could be a lot of legal things, they could say, oh, but it's just like, oh, and what is up with the New York Times? This is another interesting question. Why do they keep it? Why do they let him? I think they're also like letting it. You know what I mean? I'm sure they know. They're like, they know what journalistic standards are, and somehow, and guys, I never forgot. Like right before the Trump impeachment of Ukraine, Ken Vogel was in the Coast show, and he would blink out. I know they say that when people blink a lot, they're lying. Like, yeah, it's a big story. He was like this, yeah. Hunter Biden, there's a story there. He was blinking a lot, like he was lying. Okay. So he was like this, blinking. And then after that, he's gone from MSNBC. And Nicole, she's good. You know what I mean? I think she let him in because he was a Republican. But then she was like, it was too much for her. And he's been kicked out of MSNBC since. He hasn't been there anymore. So it's just like, so what is this story? This is also kind of like a mystery to me because I mean, clearly, guys, he is pushing this thing. Okay, I don't care. Like, it's obvious. But why? What is the New York Times think? What is their involvement, if any, in this? Trying to assert themselves. Can't collect. Execution. Interesting. I wonder if they're like, we need to have the kind of, they're guys, was telling me, and I have something to add. Some news that came out about their, like, how they're not gonna call op-ed pages anymore. They're just gonna be called, they're not gonna even say it. So they're kind of jealous of Fox News, how they have so much audience. So if they get a person who's like kind of lightly pushing Fox News talking points, then they can get that audience as well. Guys, again, this woman here for him, and I remember, guys, a while back, I felt like he had some kind of lover or some situation like this. Cheating. So he's cheating. Actually, but I think he could be cheating on his wife or something like this. Okay, so but it's not for him. Oh, this is the New York Times. I'm sorry, it was not about him. So this is the New York Times. Okay, so prison. Sad. Okay, so what's up with sad? They go to court. Interesting. The judge. Business partners. Losses. They want to stay. Okay, so guys, I feel like, I think, I'm not absolving the New York Times. I feel like, again, there is a part of them that they like their rationales, like we kind of have to be like Fox News to, they have to be almost all kinds of things to all people, but you can't do that. So this is like, this is a way, you forget a Fox News type of person, then we, doesn't make sense. It's very crazy, but it's like they have this ability to like, oh no, but then we, you know what I mean? So that everybody, they become part of the conversation, no matter what the conversation is. So it's very immoral and very, um, you know, they're part of it. So, but it's saying that the person, I feel like, guys, there's going to be a downfall to this, and they're going to, this story of the Camp Vogel is almost like, it's how it's gonna, something is gonna happen, like they're gonna have to reveal the channels and why, you know what I mean, why did the New York Times let themselves be used by this, you know, because if you know, technically, if there's an editor, the editor is to blame, like, you know what I mean, it's not that it's not his fault, but he had the cover, he knew that, right? So he knew that, they knew that what he is about, and they let him, they gave the space, essentially gave the space to the Ukrainian thing. So they're going to have to explain it, essentially. This is going to, there's come a point where they're going to have to do, there's going to come a point when they're going to have to explain this legally. Okay, they're going to have to go to the government and explain why they're like allowing themselves. Okay, this is because the story of the Ukraine thing is going to become bigger. And it's almost like, you know, it's one thing, again, if a story comes out, you know, starts on Fox News, but if it's, don't you think it's like, it's deeper and worse? Okay. Now, okay. So guys, I'm not losing the thread. Okay, so here I have, okay, Trump. Okay, so I just to actually, since I'm talking about the New York Times, something to compare here. Hi, Mary. So something to compare here that I think is relevant. There was a story, I think it was yesterday or today in the Times also. I think it was the Times, that's right. About a publishing house, Simon Schuster. Well, not just about them, but a lot of talking about how the publishing industry, the employees of a lot of the publishing houses are protesting and demanding that they drop books by conservative people like Mike Pence. So they protested. There was all these signatures by authors and all those people. And one person, I don't remember the name, but one of the workers there, like a editor or something. I thought it was so brilliant. She said something like, you can't say that you say Black Lives Matter and then the next day publish books by the people that are essentially attacking Black lives constantly. That's like, you can't talk, it's like talking from both sides of your mouth. You can't make the claim that you are, and this is so true, and this is the core of everything, the problem of everything. It's like you have to decide what you stand for. And if you say I am pro like Black Lives Matter or I want democracy, you can't give space to people who attack. It's just like you have to decide. You stand for something, you have to stand for. You can't just say, make, oh yeah, I am I let's celebrate Martin Luther King. Okay. And then the next day they're like, oh yeah, let me like the Tom Cotton thing. So they make such a great point. And of course, these companies, guys, and there's a guy there. So they interview several people. So the head, there was, so you probably know this, the publication industry in the last decade or so really consolidated, right? So they used to be, so the small publishers either went out of business or were bought by the bigger publishing houses. So there's all these imprints inside these big companies. And there was one conservative imprint, and that guy looks as usual creepy. So can you believe he's the son of this novelist called Saul Bellow? And it's like, wow, I can't believe it's like crazy. So then I had to look him up. I was like, well, really? Because I had the Bellow last name. I was like, really? Is that like, and then he's like, it's like how I left, how it's like so sad. I feel sad for these people. Not sad, actually not sad. I feel like, wow, I can't believe a person like that they live, you know. And the guy's like, oh, there he's in his brownstone, the Upper East Side, the Upper West Side. I grew up in Upper West Side, and I hate the left. I revolted against it. And it's all, you know, it's interesting to me, guys. A lot of these conservatives they came from kind of like Tucker Carlson. They depended on their name to make whatever it is they to get to whatever the position they had in life, right? So then they it's kind of like a way to quote unquote kill the father. It's like, oh yeah, but I'm actually, you know, my dad is a very powerful left-wing character, but actually I became the right person. Like I became a conservative, but it's always comes from a position of privilege. And like, so it's just like very interesting to me, like this whole conversation. I'm proud of the people in publishing who stand for it, because this is so true. You can't say that you're like a Black Lives Matter, but then you're like, oh, you know what? Let me get the white supremacist here to sell his book. It's not, it's really like about values, right? So you can't, it don't, you know, either you don't say it or if you say it, you have to mean it, right? So anyway, so it was interesting conversations. So let me, okay, okay, so actually, quick question about this. So what is going to happen, guys? You know how like these people, guys, I hate the fake outrage bullshit they constantly create. So what's going to happen to this whole story of like the conversations about the workplace and all that? And there was like it's a software company that it's a long story, but I want to know. I want to know what's happening here with this. What is going to happen here? They're saying the quote unquote liberals are not going to be silent. They're just going to have to deal with it, especially as more stuff comes out about the Trump administration. The more stuff comes out, the harder it is to justify it. This is the thing. And guys, Frank Figliuzzi, he was talking today on one of the shows. He said something that I agree. I agree. No, really. He said something like, how do you know, the question of like, how do you like change the minds of these people, the right wingers, like the average right wingers? It said expose them to the truth. So it's saying the more, you know what I mean? This is true. The more you get the truth, the harder it is to maintain. There takes a lot of effort to maintain the bullshit. So we're not going to be silent. People are not going to be silent. We're not, the genie is not going to go back to the bottle. Okay. We're not going to stop talking. We're not, and so people try to, like, I think a lot of the people who are not used to being challenged are mad. Like, what? Who do you think they are? Now I have to listen to these people. This is disgusting. So they don't want to listen to other people, but people are going to still nobody's going to be silent anymore. It is what it is. So it's eventually it's going to die down. You know what I mean, guys? I think now this is the era where people are not going to be silent. And they're going to be, it's like the old people, quote unquote, you know what I mean? They're going to be like, oh, look at the old school person. And it's like, imagine, I always think about the idea of the 60s, like late 60s. And then only like 10 years earlier, like late 50s, things are so different. They changed so radically. So that's what it's going to be like. Those people that look like they belong in the 50s and then everybody else. And they're going to look more and more dated, right? So yeah, we're not going to be silent. They're just going to have to deal with it. And it's like the bullshit is going to lose power as time progresses. Okay. Even though there's a lot of money invested in it and there's a lot of people wanting the bullshit to continue for several reasons, it's not going to be as strong because again, truth wins over, truth is the only thing that remains. You can't, lies, guys, it's very hard to sustain, very hard. So, okay. So next. So, okay, should I go back? I'm going to go back to this stuff because there's many things today, no? Many things. Oh, they're asking me to log in? Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. So, sorry, as you know. Okay. So, okay. Guys, okay, so I have so are we set with the Giuliani questions? Okay. Are we set with Giuliani? I think okay, so actually let me ask the last question. Then we're gonna move quickly through the other questions I had. Probably not most of them I'm not gonna talk about because of time and everything else. So I have a question. So what is this the Giuliani I was gonna say arrest, but the raid of Giuliani mean for all the people involved in crimes during the Trump administration, including Trump? Is it the beginning of the end for them? Does it signal to them? Because I pick up on them guys being so scared right now. They're like, damn. And I feel like even Josh, like, we should never have approved this guy. He should never have been, we should have found somebody else or whatever. So they are afraid. Are they afraid? What do they think is going to happen? Are they prepared for it? No. They're like, who's next? That's what they're thinking. Like, damn, who's next? So because they don't know, it's interesting. They don't know. And they haven't been able to own kind of like, to fabricate the discourse. And now, and there's guys, because it's interesting. The thing about Biden is very interesting is that he has this like he's very kind, very not charismatic. Like he's very kind, right? I don't think he's necessarily charismatic. He's very kind. He's very like, you pick up on the compassion, the empathy, but at the same time, he's really tough. Did you see how much he's been doing? He's not a talker. Like he talks sometimes, but he's a doer. They are getting so much done. So it's like, it's for them, it's like they had the image of, oh, Trump is tough, but Trump is just a bully. He does nothing. He did nothing ever. So now we have a guy who's like a really nice person, but they're like, well, actually, he's very aggressive. He's very aggressive. Very aggressive. Yeah. He's very mean to me. He wants to arrest me. Yeah. He's not nice. You don't know him. He come arrest me. Like they're afraid of him. Like not directly, but they know they're not playing. Biden is not playing. He's not playing. He's not playing. No, he's not playing. No, that's no. So they're like, they don't know. They can't. The guys, you know, the interesting. They don't like Biden because they can't control Biden. They don't know how to read him. You know, like Trump would be like, this is that person. They don't know how to read Biden. They don't know. They're just like, I don't know. So, so they are afraid. And again, because Biden is not on television, like, I'm going to go get the person. He's just like, oh, hi, everybody. And even on the day that he's making the speech, this stuff happens. So it's kind of significant. It's kind of significant that, don't you think? It's very significant that on the day of that he's making the speech of 100 days, it gets Giuliani like a roach. We got a roach today. Yeah. So, and you know, guys, those let me not even get started with this. I'm not okay. I'm not here to talk shit about journalists, but you know something. Excuse me, Biden. You don't have a mask on today, huh? You don't have a mask. I thought you were gonna set the example. So it's like, come on, like those people just, you don't have anything else to ask. Like, really? That's it. So then he continues to do shit. Like he does stuff constantly. So they're afraid. So truly it shows, guys, this is telling, this sign. And I almost feel like, although they don't ask for Biden's permission, right? They just do their thing. But he's like, it is what it is. It's tough. And they better get used to it. They're not asking for permission. They're just doing it. And you know what, guys? And I think some of you would say something like, oh, Biden is a Scorpio. You would say it, he holds the grudge. But it's kind of interesting, you know, guys, it's personal to him. Even though I think he doesn't get involved. Speak softly and carry a big stick. Interesting. Is that right? So it's just like he's not. So it's just like he's not, but it was his family, guys. Think about it. They went after him so badly. So, and went after, I feel like for him, he's like, I don't care if you go after me, but my son, no, 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 no. So it's like, you know, really, so he doesn't care. I think he's more aggressive. He's more aggressive than Obama in a lot of ways, right? So because circumstantially it's different, the times are different, but I feel like in that way he's like, no, no. So yes, I want to move forward. I don't care to change the right. It takes too much of my life and my liberty. I want to move forward. That's right. So 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 this is it. Okay. So this is interesting. Okay. So anyway, so let's continue here. So this is good, guys. I like it. So they're afraid. Yes, they're afraid. So now let me ask here. So are we gonna see, just quick this, are we gonna see more indictments and or raids? Or like, guys, there's so much. Think about the crimes. There's so much. They're like, it's saying, guys, what day is today? They're gonna see, oh, it's indictment. Remember how we had that during Mueller's thing? Like, it's gonna be like this. We're gonna see a lot. It's saying once a week. In the Biden administration, they're going to come to a point where we're going to be once a week, we're going to have more people because there's so many crimes. And did you see how I didn't even post, they announced that they're going to investigate people in the Homeland Security. Did you see the ones? It's like, if they's going to get every person, it's going to be tough. There's a lot of people, think about it. And some of them commit multiple crimes. So there's only so many. Okay. So, okay, now let's go back here. Much to talk about because we have to leave at 9 because of okay. Now, okay. So, but let's talk about quickly here, guys. Okay, we're gonna talk about next time. We're gonna talk about. There's a lot of. I really want to talk about the lies by the GOP. I'm kind of fascinated by it. And then, but Yeah. Okay, so I changed the subject completely. Okay. I want to talk about the crisis of COVID in India. Did you see, guys? Oh my God, it's really so serious. It's a very serious situation. Change the subject completely, okay? I just wanted to quickly hear because did you? Okay, I was watching the news and they say that there's 330,000 cases a day per day. I was like, what? Like, I know they have a huge population, but a day. This is the official count. Like, are they gonna have the entire population? You know, okay. So it's like I'm just like I really don't talk about it. So actually, let's see here. What's the size of population? Population. I know they're like really, really populous. Okay, so they have 1 billion. Oh, 1 billion. Is that right? 1,300,000. Nine. Okay, 390,000 million. Okay, they have 1 billion, but I guys. Okay, so seriously, okay. I'm just like I'm really like okay. So what's happened? Like how? Because it's really guys, it's exasperating. They don't have oxygen. They don't have because everything is breaking. People are dying so quick. I'm just like really. Tell me about India. What's gonna happen? What's happening there? And how is it gonna be fixed? State of emergency. They're seeing people dropping. Countries have to drop. This is any guys. I think this is part of God's plan. Honestly, that we have to come together as a country. I'm sorry, as a world. And the Dr. Fauci even said that. You know, Dr. Fauci said something like, "It's the world's responsibility. We can't let people die." Like it's kind of like remember with Ebola and all that. Like there's a responsibility to try to not let it spread. You have to do something. So you know guys and I read just one article. It said like so there's no hospitals anymore, they're all full, and then there's a line for oxygen. They don't have oxygen, people dying on the line, can't breathe. So like okay, so humanitarian action fast. They're gonna have to say, I think there's gonna have to be a shift guys, because again it's saying that and I don't know guys what okay I have a question. I don't know actually the okay, so let's see here the data. Okay, so percentage COVID. So 2 million, that's nothing. Okay, because what I'm getting here, guys, is that they're going to have 25% of the population infected. That's crazy, right? That would mean, I don't know, because it's saying that 2 million in the US, so we have 330,000. I'm sorry, about 330 million or something like that. They essentially they have about, they have something like 4 times the population, a little bit more than four. So like, so think about it. So we have less, we have probably something like 7%, something like this. They have, so think about it. That would be like 25%. That's like a lot. That's a lot. So so guys, it's crazy, but it's saying that this is the world has, it's a time where the world has to come together. And I'm just praying for them, guys, because oh my God, it's just like, it's just awful. And it because it's saying that when it comes to the point, and you know guys, I know I've never been to India, but people that have been to India say that it's very like people are very close by together. There's a lot of people. So like when it's saying when you get to a point like this where it's like a fire, you know, it's like very close and it just spreads like this, and is very populous, so you can't like hide from it. So it's very scary like that. Okay, and like a lot, like for example, like how it happened in Italy. Families live together, generations live together, so one person catches it, everybody else catches it. That's why it's also very hard to like continue, because you know the US is, there's some areas that are very spread out. It's hard to actually you know to kind of like touch everybody. So here, so this is a situation, is just saying the world has to come together. And I think Biden, I hope so, he's going to have to create more because they said also, guys, that India produces the vaccine, like for the world. And now the vaccines are stalled because they can't, obviously, the factories have been, because of the deaths and everything else. So the world has to come together and like, and help, really kind of like, because people are dying to the millions, and like, guys, it's so traumatic. Seriously, it's very traumatic. Okay, so, okay, so, okay, so I just need to, okay, focusing on the thing. Okay, so this is the young children of something in the past. The devil, interesting, guys. It's like interesting. Money. Wait, okay, so helpers. But they also have the fascist president, right? They said the president there is not so good. Here is pain and losses, okay, until they come to some sort of agreement. There's like a worldwide, guys, I just feel like anger, gifts, and theft. So there's corruption. Like it's kind of telling me that like maybe like here too, like the whole COVID thing, there was a lot of corruption that happened locally. So a lot of the people took money and didn't do anything about it. They said, "Oh, I'm going to get the masks, so I'm going to get this," and it ended up not happening. So it's a compounded, like the military worried, the officials are worried, they can't contain it. Okay, so they're going to come out. So but it's just like, at least it's going to expose the corruption behind it, so that's the story. Okay, so anyway, so let me go back here to other things. So Julian, okay, guys, and do you have any questions of Giuliani, this whole situation? Because it's big. Okay, so we have, okay, so if not, you know what, we have 12 minutes, so I am going to talk about, let me then go to, should I talk about, okay, should I talk about the IRS, or should I talk about the lies of the GOP? Maybe I do want to talk about the IRS. Okay, this is big. Okay, so the White House seeks to make massive boost to IRS enforcement, centerpiece of new spending plan. I think it's a great idea, because guys, there's so many, especially the very powerful people, they cheat on taxes constantly, don't you think? Constantly cheating on taxes. And so if they make efforts, because one of the things they said about, for example, for example, offshore, like people have like how they hide taxes, they have foreign companies, they have all kinds of, you know what I mean? So they hide all this money. So if you have the enforcement of the IRS going after these people, then you get the money, And I remember that during the time of the Trump administration, they said something like, they told the IRS to go after poor people, to not go after the wealthy. So okay, so what's going on here with the IRS? What is it? What's going to happen in the IRS? What are they going to do? Guys, you know what I see? I love it. I hope it's true. The guy, Robert Mercer. The whole story about him, right? He owes 7 billion to the IRS. So I see him being like going to prison for tax evasion. Okay, he doesn't want, not tax. I know it's like when he don't want to pay for the taxes. His whole thing is that he wants to destroy the government because he doesn't want to pay taxes. This is like how bad it is. So he's going down there, going to take his shit. There's going to, and I see that one, Rebecca, she has a huge forehead. Rebecca, oh, hi. What? They're taking my stuff? Oh no, Rebecca Mercer. Oh, oh my God. Dad, it's my house. Like Shit's Creek, right? Like, they're taking everything. Oh, what? They're taking everything. Dad? Huh? So, so this is good, that they take money from all these people. And I hope, guys, this is at the end of Mercer. He's in a federal prison somewhere because he's also an extremist. And it says that he also, guys, he also is funding a lot of these far right militia groups. He's one of them. Okay, so the other one they pick up is Betsy DeVos. Oh yeah, guys, oh my God, let's not even get started with the Betsy DeVos and her creepy adoption agency. I think they've stolen some of the kids. I don't want to get into the story of the kids because I get mad and it's so scary to think about it. But I think they just literally picked up these kids. They picked up from the border and sent them to the adoption agency that, you know, selling them 30,000 a pop, you know, really like seriously. So it's just really like the whole situation is so scary. And like you know, it's really those people, guys, you know, it's like a lot of tax evasion. And they're gonna also, I think that, and I see, guys, that Biden is like, you have to stop with the offshore stuff. Especially they're saying the companies, they wanted to, on the corporate level, they really want to do something about it. Because, you know, you can open these guys, they never pay any taxes, and there's so many loopholes. They're saying there's going to be a, what is it called, a study group, I don't know the names for this, but something like they're going to have a commission to find out the tax loopholes. And because they know, it's just all you have to do is get one of these lawyers, and they will tell you how they, it's like, it's a whole story of the Paradise Papers. It's like you find the, we have to stop this bullshit. Because, guys, once we have this, it's all we need. We need a tax. This is a people, if you actually pay taxes, then we don't have any problems. Really. So it's just how much money they make, you know what I mean? And like the how much money they make is not even that. It's like they just don't want to pay taxes. I need to keep my, you know, two billion more for myself. So I have a question. You know how those people, guys, are like, the country is no longer competitive. So are they going to find a country where they can be, they're able to not pay taxes? No, because they're saying they need the American consumer. So not so good for them. So tell me about the taxes. What's going to happen to the IRS? Are they going to do a good job? Oh, money problemos, no money here. Get the money. Oh yeah, they go over the world. They're going to go to the people that have foreign things, okay? Oh, so a lot of stuff is hidden. The moon is like hidden and shady things. The beginning, child here, in the beginning. Answer is the answer to the problem. That's right. And the secret, that's it. They open the secret. So in other words, the key opens, right? The secret. So then we have the answer to all this stuff, the money that was hidden, all those people that were not paying tax. And it's saying, guys, there was like all these people. There's all these people that are like, there's a whole industry that helps you look. Oh man, the death here ending. So exposing the enemy, the people connecting to the foreign country, the shady. That's a business. It's a business here. So so anyway, so this is it. Okay, so wow, okay. Treason, that's right, local. Okay, so this is like, so military. So this is, they're gonna enforce this hardcore, and they haven't done it in a lot of ways. So anyway, so wow. Wow. So this is good, guys. Okay, we have 5 minutes. Okay, quickly. Wow. Okay, so okay, sorry. Oh, I just have one question. Okay, then I'll keep the rest for Friday. But this whole story of the lies, it's like, it's so strange. I feel like they're getting worse and they're getting more aggressive with the lies. Okay, so, but for example, I want to just one question among all these articles I posted. Guys, Tucker Carlson telling parents to call the police if they saw a child with a mask. I thought, it's like, it's enough that they're lying, all creating all, not enough, it's like it's beyond, right, that they're creating the lies about Kamala Harris. But to say that to the audience, like, this is so beyond, it's like, wow. To me, it's so perverse, it's just so wrong on so many levels. I can't even. So okay, so you guys, it's starting, is it okay? So anyway, so yeah, so maybe I should, you know, guys, let me continue this next time. Okay, continue this next time, and on Friday, and we talk about the whole thing. Okay, so let's watch Biden, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, Friday. Okay, all right. See you later, alligators. All right. Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye.